Hello, lovely people. And today is a really special episode for me on The Wellness Way with Philly J. Lay. It is my first anniversary. Yes, it is 1 year ago since I started this podcast. And even though I'm hugely technically challenged, I have managed to get out a podcast every single week for a year and a few bonus ones for which I am eternally grateful to all of you beautiful people for rocking up and listening and watching these podcasts as I try and get natural health out to as many people as I possibly can. And when I say I'm technically challenged, my first interview I was meant to do with the beautiful Patrick McEwen from Oxygen Advantage, I actually had to cancel because I couldn't work out how to use the tech. And my daughter, Tali, bless her, came out from London and she made lots of little videos and showed me exactly how to do it. And then the following week, I had to interview my first guest, Dr. John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And I was terrified. And it was actually my first shot at using technology too. But I did it. And my God, what a podcast that was. We caused a right ruckus with that one. Is that a word, ruckus? I don't know, but I like it. So we talked about the differences between men and women. And we talked about vibrators. And Dr. John Gray got me my first and only 1 million views on TikTok. And then they took the sound off it. But it upset a lot of women. But it has been truly an extraordinary journey that I've been on this year. And I've never really known what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I found it. I found my purpose and I feel like I've come home. And I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to every single one of you that rocks up every week. And, you know, whether you're watching it, the 15-minute Clean 15 on YouTube, whether you're watching the full version on Rumble, whether you're listening to it on whatever device you listen to it, I would just say thank you. But please, please, can you subscribe? Turn your notifications on, write a review wherever you can, and share the fuck out of it. We have got to get this information out. And as you know, I spend a lot of my life under the shade of the big tea tree, and I struggle to get this information out. So your help would be hugely, hugely appreciated. I couldn't have the first anniversary come and go without a competition. So it's competition time. What I'd like you to do is enter yourself or some of your friends into a competition to come on the podcast and tell our audience about your amazing journey, whether you've healed from something, whether you're trying to heal from something, the different techniques that you use. Just come and share your story and inspire people with hope, because this is a show about hope and how we can all learn to heal ourselves. We are extraordinarily powerful, and they don't want you to know that, but I do. So please go to my webpage where you'll find all the details of the competition. You have to tag 3 friends in that you think would be a good candidate to be on the podcast. You have to subscribe to the podcast. That is the competition this year. And I really hope as many of you as possible can enter into this competition and find a fantastic guest who can inspire all of us. So you might have noticed that the date today is the 21st of June. It is the summer solstice. And how could I not start my podcast on the summer solstice? It is the longest day of the year. It's quite magical. It's when women were celebrated traditionally. And that's something that we're not really allowed to talk about anymore. But I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about all the lovely men that have come on. I have been so privileged to have these wonderful guests on. Go and check out these podcasts here. The amazing Dr. Bruce Lipton, the fantastic Dr. Catherine Clinton, Dr. Bradley Campbell, Dr. Perry Nicholson, my mentors, Penny Kroll and Greg Mannion. I loved both of these episodes. So many fantastic people that have come on here, and so many fantastic people in the pipeline coming on over the next year. I'm not going to take much time of your day today because I really hope you go and play catch up with some of the episodes that you've missed. We're living in a world that's sicker than it's ever been. In the UK, we have over 2,000 excess deaths a week at the moment. And cancer, heart disease, strokes, mental health, everything has exponentially risen. And nobody's doing any inquiries into this, but now is the time that you can actually take control of your own health. These podcasts are here to empower you. And I know that they've empowered me. And even though I started my journey a long time ago, I am learning more and more and more information, for which I am eternally grateful. I'm going to be working on a lot of new things over the next year. I'm going to start doing in-person podcasts, which absolutely terrifies me, because at least when I'm doing this and I make a mistake, then I can just kind of stop it and start again. But it is time to be brave and do in person. And I just want to have the connection with some of my guests. And I'm writing a new book, an ebook, to help start people on their journey, just very, very simply. And I'm going to put a few of my favorite recipes in there that I can't live without, like my bone broth. And if you'd like to find out more about my journey and my story, I've just made a little video to put up on my webpage. So you can find that if you sign up to phillyjlay.com. You also get your free manifestation meditation, walking into your future, because as I keep saying, I am a shit hot manifester me. I'm also going to start blogging. And I'm also going to start putting my podcasts up on my webpage. So I'm getting out there as much as I can, but over the summer, I am going to have a little bit of a rest and pull back a little bit on the workload. The podcast will go out every week. I've been filming like a mad woman this week, and I've got about 10 in the pipeline. And I will continue to do one a week, so the bank isn't completely empty in September. But please just take the time over your summer holidays to get in touch with nature, to feel and understand your body, maybe do a meditation, do something for you, but just connect to nature. And don't forget, we have the first stage of photosynthesis. So Mother Nature wants us to get in the sun. And sunblock does exactly what it says on the packet. So I'm going to put a post up on my social media this week with some of the sunblocks that will actually help you absorb your vitamin D. But me, I just use my beloved coconut oil. It's absolutely fantastic for everything. It's great body lotion. It's great for taking off makeup, although I don't wear makeup. This is all the beautiful Nibu naturals, all nice and natural. And we're going to do a podcast coming up in the autumn on the importance of wearing natural products on your skin. It is the largest organ of your body. I'm off to go and meet some fantastic people over the summer. I cannot believe it, but I am meeting the amazing Zach Bush, MD. My heart is fluttering just even saying that. I have been such a huge fan of him for so many years, I can't tell you. And there are loads of other people that I just want to get out there and connect to and see how many people I can get on this podcast. But without your support, without you subscribing and sharing and writing reviews, they're not going to come. You can come and support my work on my locals channel, where I get out an extra video every week, either a little extension of the podcast, a golden snippet, or Philly's kitchen, even making a fire. So please come and support my work there. And just to take you out of the episode today, I'd like to share another one of my meditations from my album. And this summer, August the 3rd to the 6th, you can come and find me at the Jam for Freedom Festival, which I am so excited about. I never thought at my age I'd be playing a festival, but I will be there on the beach every morning, leading a morning breathwork meditation. So I do hope that you come and see me there. Have a fantastic summer, everybody. Just connect to people, get out in nature, do anything good for you. Get this information out and learn all the wonderful things that we need to know to heal ourselves. The doctor of your future is you. Thank you, everyone.
A meditation for balancing the chakras. Sit comfortably or lie down and make sure your spine is perfectly straight. And close your eyes. Imagine you are lying on a tropical beach. The light breeze rustling the palm trees gently above you. The warm sun kissing your body, penetrating deep into your cells, deep into your body, deep into your core, your energetic organs, your wheels of life. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the balmy heat of the sun and breathe to the rhythm of the waves as they break on the sand and roll back out to the ocean. And pause, ready to make the journey back into the shore. Hold the pause with your breath. Or if you prefer, find a pattern that is comfortable for you and relax. Relax deep down into the sand. Relax. Breathe in through your nose, deep into your belly, and out through your mouth, slowing down your heartbeat, stabilizing your breath. Find the rhythm of the waves and keep breathing. Connect to your senses. Listen to the waves gently lapping on the shore, ebbing and flowing. Smell the crisp, clear air of the sea. Feel it trickling down your throat, so you can taste the salt of the water on your tongue. See the light patterns flickering on your closed eyelids. Focus on the colors: white, gold, blue. Whatever colors and forms that you can see, dancing before you. Feel the warmth of the sand below your body and relax. Relax your body down into the sand and release any tension you might have. Keep breathing and let it all go. On every exhale, release more tension and keep going until it is all gone. Now gently place the hands onto your root chakra. Feel the red heat of the earth climbing up into your first chakra, the first year of your life, and breathe into it. Follow your rhythm as you visualize the wheel of energy turning in perfect harmony. Breathe into it. Slide your hands and gently move them onto the sacral chakra. The lower base of the stomach, and breathe into it. Feel the light as it changes from red to orange. Feel the element of the water as you visualize the wheel of energy turning in perfect rhythm to your breath. And breathe. Slowly take your hands up to the solar plexus, the chakra of fire in the navel, where your first connection to life grew. See the yellow ball of light, of energy, turning and showing you your willpower. See your power clearly, turning in complete harmony with the chakras below. And breathe into it. And breathe. Glide your hands up gently to the heart chakra, the element of air, and breathe into your heart. Keep breathing. See the green light wheel swirling, the chakra of love, of grief, of all the emotions you feel in your body. And breathe. Breathe into your heart and clear any sadness you may have. Give gratitude for everything that has caused your heart pain. It is your journey that makes you who you are, your unique and wonderful self. Now feel the power of your hands moving up to the throat chakra, the blue element of sound and space. Focus on the waves hitting on the shore. Feel the space around you and breathe into your throat. Know that it is within your power to speak your truth, the true, authentic you. Keep breathing. Gently place your hand onto your third eye. See the purple light. Feel your intuition, the intuition of the mind. Know that you are safe in the here and now, the power of your true sovereign self. And breathe. Release your hands by your side and let your energy move up, up into your crown chakra outside your body, your higher self, your dreams, your purpose, your desires. And take a full breath in. Breathe it in, and hold it, hold it, hold it. And squeeze on the bullabunda. And let it all go with a whoosh. All the way out. Just let it go. And hold it out. Hold it, hold it, hold it for as long as you can. Just relax. Push past your comfort zone. If you need to, take a couple of little breaths in and push them back out. And hold it, hold it, for as long as you possibly can. Now take a full breath in. Right the way up through the chakras. Feel each wheel spinning in alignment. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, violet, white. Breathe it in. And hold. Squeezing your sexual organs. Just slightly pulsating. And release. Now bring your awareness back to your breath and breathe, feeling the waves undulating over your body in a figure of 8. Connecting all the chakras together as the water ebbs and flows. Keep breathing. Feel the alignment. Feel the power of the connection. Feel your peace. Feel the peace of your awareness and breathe, knowing that when you are in alignment, you are connected to everything. And when you are ready, come back into your space, knowing that you can always return to this place of flow, the flow of abundance, the power of connection, and feel your peace. And breathe.